Join me as I dive into the crazy world of Bitcoin and challenge myself to figure out why Swiss banks are turning their backs on it because of those wild price swings. Swiss banks have always been synonymous with stability, security, and tradition. For centuries, they've been the bastion of conservative financial values, built on the principles of prudence and caution. But it's precisely this commitment to stability that makes their recent rejection of Bitcoin so intriguing. Moving on to the world of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin's volatility is no secret. Its price can fluctuate wildly in a matter of hours, leaving even the most seasoned investors bewildered, with prices soaring to dizzying heights one moment and plummeting to depths the next. It's a roller coaster ride that few traditional financial institutions are willing to stomach. The risks are just too great, and the potential downsides too catastrophic. For institutions built on the principles of prudence and caution, imagine being a risk manager at a Swiss bank, tasked with safeguarding the wealth of clients who demand absolute security and stability. How would you justify investing in an asset that can lose half its value in a matter of days? The very thought would be anathema to the conservative values that have defined Swiss banking for centuries. That's why it's hardly surprising that Swiss banks are giving Bitcoin a wide berth. They're institutions built on the principles of stability and security, and Bitcoin's inherent volatility is simply too great a risk to take. One of the primary reasons behind the Swiss bank's rejection of Bitcoin is regulatory concerns. The lack of clear guidelines and oversight mechanisms makes it a minefield for traditional financial institutions, who are already under intense scrutiny from regulators. By steering clear of Bitcoin, they're avoiding a potential regulatory headache that could have serious consequences. Another key factor is risk management. Swiss banks are obsessed with mitigating risk, and Bitcoin's price swings make it a toxic asset in their eyes. They're simply not equipped to handle the kind of volatility that comes with Bitcoin, and they're not about to start now. Moreover, the impact of Bitcoin's price swings on their operations would be catastrophic. Imagine having to mark-to-market a Bitcoin investment that's lost half its value overnight. It's a scenario that would keep risk managers at Swiss banks awake at night, and one they're keen to avoid. Recently, the CEO of a major Swiss bank was quoted as saying that Bitcoin was not a suitable investment for our clients. When asked about the bank's stance on cryptocurrency, he reiterated their commitment to stability and security, stating categorically that they would not be investing in Bitcoin anytime soon. Financial experts have also weighed in on the issue, with many stating that Bitcoin's volatility makes it an unsuitable asset for traditional financial institutions. They argue that the risks associated with Bitcoin are simply too great, and that the potential downsides far outweigh any potential benefits. One expert went so far as to describe Bitcoin as a speculative bubble waiting to burst, stating that its volatility was a major red flag for investors. It's a sentiment that's echoed by many in the financial community, who view Bitcoin with a healthy dose of skepticism. In conclusion, it's clear that Swiss banks are turning their backs on Bitcoin due to its wild price swings. The risks associated with this volatility are simply too great for institutions built on the principles of stability and security. What do you think the future holds for Bitcoin in traditional banking? Do you think Swiss banks will eventually come around to the idea of cryptocurrency, or will they remain committed to their conservative values? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to check out my next video, where I'll be exploring the latest trends in cryptocurrency.